Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the series of tutorial on mercantile law. On eighth stage of our series of tutorial in voiceover, we talk about performance of contract. Performance of contract means the fulfillment of legal obligations created under the contract by both the promisor and the promisee. When a contract is duly performed by both the parties, the contract comes to an end. According to section 37 of the article, the parties to a contract must either perform or offer to perform their respective promises unless such performance is dispensed with or excused under the provision of this act or any other law. The rules regarding the performance of contracts are as under. Performance of single promise. When we talk about the performance of a single promise, in which there is one promisor and one promisee. Demand for performance. In single promise, the rules to demand for performance are as under. Number one, promisee. It is only the promisee who can demand performance of the contract. A person cannot acquire rights under a contract to which he is not a party. A third party cannot demand performance of the contract even though it was made for his benefit. Legal representatives. In case of death of the promisee, his legal representatives can demand performance of contract unless a contrary intention appears from the contract or the contract is of a personal nature. Third party. Generally, a third party cannot demand the performance of contract because he or she is not a party to the contract. However, a third party can demand the performance of the contract in some exceptional cases, that is, beneficiary in case of a trust, an assignee of a contract, etc. Performance of contract. Generally, a contract should be performed as under. Number one, promisor. A contract must be performed by the promisor himself. In case of contract involving personal skill or taste, promisor himself must perform the contract. In case of death or disablement of a promisor, the contract will be discharged. Agent. A contract where no personal skill is involved, the promisor may employ a competent person to perform the contract. In a contract to sell goods, the promisor can appoint an agent to perform the contract. Legal representatives. In a contract involving personal skill, legal representatives of a deceased promisor are not bound to perform the contract. But in a contract of impersonal nature, the legal representatives are bound to perform the contract. The legal representatives are liable to the value of property of the deceased inherited by them. The legal representatives are not personally liable.